Greetings, Captains. I'm Yuzril, and welcome once again to the Tribble Time Warp. We're switching back to the Klingons for this one, the battle record of the IKS Rodaram. If only because I'm temporarily blocked on the Romulan side until they fix that little bug in one of the missions, which, if you're interested, is in the other video I've put out today. So, Nimbus 3 is still broken, surprise, surprise, or at least it's just not in yet. So what else do we have? Duties of Command doesn't seem to be in there either, so... oh, go away. Right. So... as a captain, it is your duty to inform the next of kin that you are now head of the house. I assume that some part of the cutscene is going to be becoming a captain. Assuming they even redo the intro cutscene, because that's rather dropping you into the deep end. Well, let's get it going. Perform the duties of the captain in the KDF must. Namely, burying the previous captain, who you presumably just assassinated, and Chagrin needs a background. So, visit Chancellor Jumpok in the Great Hall. Alright, Transwarp Drive. Engage. Is it wrong to hope we get a red transwarp effect at some point? And here we are, back at Kronos, seat of the Empire. Best blood wine in the galaxy. Unless you count some of the Boreth brews, but where are my engine trails? Curious. I could have sworn I was supposed to have at least an impulse trail at that map, but never mind. To the Chancellor's Hall, or rather the Great Hall. It must have its proper name. Get the doors open. Thank you. Right. Temporarily tap out of shooter mode, just to keep the camera steady. And off we go. With a bit of luck, we'll find out why the House of Torg hated our guts in that other mission. Right, report to Chancellor Jumpok. Ye gods, I'm only a captain. They're already crawling like a bunch of Ferengi. Right, the hero that brought the Federation... the hero that saved the Zegpa... oh, good, so you do get to kill off. Excellent. You have done well to start your career. There's a matter of Lieutenant Doran's husband. Whoops. Oh, right, so this is essentially the First City Marathon, isn't it? Right. Someone with a better knowledge of the Klingon language check this for me, by the way. I thought the term for spouse was Parmach Kai, and that Parmach was simply love, but as I said, my knowledge of Thing on whole is a little bit rusty at times. Let's see. Find where Chagrin works. That is all I needed. Ferengi. Good, well at least that's got the proper attitude. And we have a door that I don't think we've ever used before. So this instance is new. Let's see what we have. I'm assuming all of this is in a cutscene, but personally I would like to think that the introduction to melee combat in the Klingon missions is going to be you murdering your captain when he turns coward and runs from battle. Presumably the captain is of the House of Torg, which would explain the whole we hate your guts bit, but okay. Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Right. Oh, nice. So they immediately throw you a profession option. This is being done in a much more compact and streamlined fashion than the Romulan tutorial was, isn't it? Right, interfere with Norse. Yes. Now, in the meantime, I need shooter mode back. Talash does love his miniguns. Excuse me. Hi there. Goodbye. Miserable little... What is... Oh, right. That was a, yeah. I'm going to pin that on my useless Gorn bridge officer, who is apparently doing something to those crates. Methinks the pathfinding in this map still needs a little bit of work. Anyhow, Chagrin doesn't appear to be that dead, so let's move on. Hello again! This is what you get for abusing Klingon computers. Let's call in the backup. Is he firing the disruptor through those crates? Yes, he was. And they were infesting troops. Oh, they are so going to die for this. And why is there a Romulan crate in the middle of this place? And why am I standing in the middle of it, for that matter? Right. I just did. Okay, so those prompts are a little bit behind. And who are you? Nausicaan smugglers. Right, well, you actually do have to take them all out, but it's tempting to just try to leave, but of course you can't. The door is sealed, so... right. Hi there, guys. Boop. Boop. Okay, I think we're just about through them. Oh, no, there are a couple left. No, you don't. Get back here, you little miserable Hadibah. Alright, there we go. And where's my worthless Gorn officer? What are you doing over there? Okay, yeah. Note to Cryptic, the pathing in here really needs to be tightened up. Right then. Now let's actually do this the old-fashioned way. Grenade. And that's that. That's how you do it properly. Good, and he's mysteriously back on his feet. Excellent. Well, I suppose it's progress. We only had a small war in here. Your Parmark, she died valiantly in battle. Oh, excellent. Please tell me we get to actually fight this out. Please, please, please. Alright, and we get Chagrin as an engineer. Well, welcome aboard, mate.
Congratulations, General.
Oh, right. Now things suddenly make more sense. Those of you who've been watching my earlier videos will remember my confusion about getting a note on Franklin Drake's escape when we joined the Klingon side as a Romulan. Of course, if we then grabbed him as a... Well, that's just a little out of sequence. Of course, if we had just grabbed him in the Klingon prequel, then of course the hunt is on. Suddenly makes far, far more sense. Right. Well, we can wait for the new ship. Let's get straight on after Drake. Alright, what do I want? He's somewhere here on Kronos, I am sure of it. Right, exit. Well, that's wonderfully helpful of you, Warden. Let's better leave the warehouse first. He's somewhere on Kronos, I'm sure of it. Tutorial of the Hunters on. That needs to be smoothed out. So it's obvious that you have to leave the warehouse, or better yet, leave the warehouse, turn in the mission with chagrin, probably by reporting back to the Chancellor, or the little grey worm here, and then have Rura Penthe call and give you the news. So, make your way to the prison, or go before the High Council. You know what? I want to see the prison. Let's see what we've got here. Looks like they've had a bit of a fire problem, doesn't it? Oh, wow. He made a mess on the way out. Right, Warden, explain yourself. Secure the area, get me a head count. Well, I make that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Possibly a few more, but we may have to scrape the bits off the roof first. Right. A male Orion and Norton came in about 15 minutes ago, calls in motion. Humph! Yes. They were heading for the challenge floor and looked for anyone who saw a blonde Romulan. I mean, except for the Empress, they're not exactly common. Right. Yes, like I think quite a few Federation captains who would agree, but anyhow, let's continue the grand tour of Kronos. This is a sight better than the existing tutorial. They've done a much nicer job on the plotting. The challenge floor. We're looking for a blonde Romulan. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Speak to a witness on the challenge floor. Well, there's really only one, and that is going to be the assignment officer over here, I suspect. Or maybe not. We need a witness. And I somehow don't think it's going to be Lieutenant Kamara Mara either. Nope. Okay, and random spectator dude who I completely missed. Talking to Taluk the Tailor. Right, Taluk. How's your pain tolerance doing these days? More point, where is the tailor? Ask about the escaped prisoner. Garrett hangs out over there, you should speak to him. That will be all. Indeed it will. Onwards. No. Oh no, slums are the other way. Different bit of the slums. Dum. Yeah, this is very definitely a tightened up version of the First City Marathon. Which works for me, to be perfectly frank, because the original version of this was basically several long laps of Kronos with very little to show for it. Hello, Garrett. We're looking for a blonde. Excellent. Yeah, this isn't going to be a trap at all, is it? Alright. This is where it goes horribly, horribly wrong. Probably explosively so. But it'll still be more interesting. And I should really call in the away team. I have a light cruiser in orbit. I have several hundred Klingon warriors at my disposal. Why am I going in solo? Because I'm an idiot, that's why. Oh, hi guys. Nice of you to show up. I clearly do have a bit of sense, but I still think we ought to have brought a full away team. So let's get moving. And those aren't Klingon in make. What do you mean, may have planted explosives? Hi guys! Yeah. I feel obliged to note that you'd think they would at least be... Oh, come on. Choppy choppy. You'd think they'd at least have gone for civvies. Of course, there's no hiding a Tellarite, so hey, why bother? Right. Yeah, I'm up, fall over. There we go. Zap and zap. Anyone else? There we go. And... oh, hi. Dooby-dooby-doo, dooby-dooby-doo. I'm not sure why they've got a schematic of a... oh dear, that was another group, wasn't it? Oh well, to battle. Well, I'm not sure why they've got a schematic of a starbase in here, but let's worry about these bombs first. Which I note are a new model of bomb that is most welcome. Let's face it, we've been using the same bombs for the last, oh, what, 3 years? There we go. And they show on tricorders, even better. There we go, that's bomb number 2. And where's bomb number 3? There we are, nice and simple. First off, however, we will loot the place blind. Yeah, come on. And then we're going to speak to a certain Orion about the inhabitants of a certain building. Right, defeat the master spy. They must be in that other room. Right, well, let's have a look, because the way this gear's going, yes, I rather thought this was a little on the pathetic side, so let's do a few quick upgrades. Polon Blast Assault Mark 8 versus Tetrion Blast Assault Mark 7, no difference there. Shields Mark 9 versus Shields... yes, let's go with that. It would even help if I put it in the right slot. There we go. Alright, is there anything else on this character worth mentioning? No, not really, except possibly the hypos. After all, the medic does have her problems. Alright. Come on, you little Federation scumbags. Where's the door? Not there. Federation Spymaster, who appears to be an Orion. Well, I suppose that makes sense. Hi there, have plasma. He actually has a sensible weapon choice. Why am I even surprised by this? Zap. Right, and interrogate the spy. Hello there, you miserable little... yes. A lifetime of pain and suffering. Well, it's going to be a lifetime. It's just the definition of lifetime, I suppose. That's alright, I'm sure we can break out that old antique mine sifter we haven't got in Cargo Bay 2. Alright, well, beam him out and secure the place. In fact, that would actually be a nice touch. Have you comm your ship and order him transported out. But then again, I imagine it's probably a bit of plot-induced stupidity here. And what have we got? Oh, looky, an emergency transporter. Why am I not surprised? And more to the point, why was this not picked up? Let's face it, high-grade transporters aren't exactly civilian gear. Trace the transporter destination, for which we have to stand on the pad. This is going to go horribly wrong. Right, what do we have? The shipyard in orbit. Yes, I'm sure he could, if it wasn't for the fact that no one is going to give a blind Romulan with dodgy ID papers passage anywhere on pain of, well, pain. We need to make our way through. Why didn't we just use that transporter pad? And more to the point, why are you not being hauled off and made to suffer? Still, can't have it all. Onwards. Excellent, well, at least they're covering that in the pop-ups. Right, let's see. Chief, get me to the shipyard or it'll be you who's executed for incompetence. Alright, and talk to the used ship salesman. I should really have stopped off at the High Council on my way over here. It's another Orion. Why am I not surprised? No proper Klingon would ever have aided this miserable little Romulan who is not really a Romulan. Yes, just a minute ago. Yeah, in a rush to... You'd sell a used post-war atomic submarine to a supplier who didn't even leave a forwarding address, wouldn't you? Right. Excellent. Looks like we're going hunting. Kronos orbit, here we come. Right, what do we have? A mission that appears to be going nowhere. Ah, right, this is an automatic hail your contact. Ah, there we go. You know, contact, you have his warp trails, so I begin with following that. Instead, I'd regard that as being a point to break a sentence. Do what you need to bring him back. You have his warp trail, so I begin following that. Right, so excellent. Click to leave orbit. And off we go on to Space Chase, which I assume is going to be the sector map tutorial. This is actually pretty good. Decently plotted. Now then, follow the shuttle to the Boreth system, which is over on the other side of the sector block. On the other hand, this would actually be a good time to introduce you to the various bits of the ship UI, set up your ship stations, and instantly I note that I have the disappearing power bug again. Except now I suddenly don't. That's weird. Not to mention things like the UI, power levels, the power tray, various abilities and such like. At the moment it appears that the game is quite content to just let you take the slow ride out to Boreth, which is a little bit disappointing, it has to be said. Still, I can up the skills while I'm here. What do I have? Mostly the standard stuff, so we'll just up. Not very much as it turns out. More speed is always good. Swing past the Gorath system and onto Boreth. Looks like we're going to be dealing with a load of itinerant priests. I wonder if they're going to be any less obnoxious than that time they tried to stage a coup. And just for the record, blue sector borders, I'm pretty certain those should be in red. Just saying. Alright, the Boreth system. Let's get going. Alright, off we go. The warp trail ends here. Scan every inch of this system until we find them. Or we can do the proper thing and just yell at it. And our powers have disappeared again. I have no idea what's going on there. Right. What to do? Start scanning. We'll start a range of 5 kilocams and work our way out from there. Yes. I mean, after all, there's no way that this would interfere with the civilian traffic in the Boreth system and leave us with some very hacked off and highly connected individuals. Nothing as yet. I know they're just saying go to nav 2 at this point. It probably will say go to the next beacon. There we go. Modify the second beacon. Yep, so that point needs to be tweaked. Got him. Right. Oh, well. Huh. If any vessel arrives in the Boreth system... It's a trap. Let me see. They've called in a Miranda and a Centaur. And it's a trap. Alright. If you want distress beacons... Yes, why not? I just hope this is actually going to work without half my powers operational. This could be interesting. Honestly, you send... a couple of Miranda-class vessels to do this kind of job. I would expect for them to be disposable. Now, what's it going to send against us this time? More to the point, can I have my powers back, please? Because that is going to get tiresome if I don't. Switch them over and switch them back. Right, there we go. And that seems to have mysteriously reactivated everyone else as well. So I've no idea what's going on. Why have I only got 1 frigate? Is Starfleet suicidal? Why am I even bothering to ask? Of course they are. They send 3 frigates in to deal with an ambush in the Klingons' home sector. I mean, honestly. Well, if they're in a hurry to die, I suppose we can oblige them. And of course this is meant to be a tutorial. Another one? How many ships does Starfleet have in this sector? Not enough. Any more? Any more? Any more? Oh, nuts. I was hoping they'd at least throw us a cruiser. Or maybe even the Enterprise. Can but hope. Right. So we get a new officer as well. Right. There we go. So that is pretty much the first part of the Klingon tutorial, although immediately kick on to Manhunt, which of course is, there we go, which is where it overlaps with the Romulans, which is why that particular chunk of the campaign made absolutely no sense when you came to it as Oriantsu. So, we shall leave things for the moment, but later on we are heading to Rura Penthe, and I'll see you for that. Hopefully this time around you'll have the sense to wrap up warm, and so will my bridge officers. Farewell!